Okay, we are today with Jorge Moraes from Portugal, and this is the first interview from our Co-op festival. Co-op comes from the name community and upcycling. Jorge comes from a project in Portugal. The name is Cabeco Santo. So, how would you briefly describe your project?
Hello. First of all, I appreciate the opportunity to speak about what we're doing here, and very welcome that you have this point of the forest regeneration to speak. So, Associação Cabeco Santo. We promote a landscape and regeneration forest initiative in private land. We work in a potential of 120 hectares. That is, our main intention is to give priority to native species that in a majority of the landscape were taken by the intensive monoculture production, in this case of eucalyptus. We have also trying to manage the alien invasive species that are in the majority of the Acacia family that are occupying most of the land, the forest land, that are not the monoculture of eucalyptus. So that's what we are trying to do.
Thanks, Georgia. And what was the founding idea?
The founding idea actually started as an initiative of a local Quercus member. The Quercus is the most ancient ecological association in Portugal. There was a local person that still lives here, is native to this area in Balasaima do Chão, Águeda. So, and that initiative started in 2006 after a great fire that happened in 2005. That was a major catastrophe that a majority of the forest was burned. The first goal of the idea of initiating this initiative was to protect scarce native vegetation that was located in the marginal areas of the eucalyptus plantation. And after this huge fire, there was a threat by the invasive species, in this case Acacia longifolia from the Acacia family, that was threatening that area that is a riparian area that have vegetation that is very peculiar and is very rare on this area. And that was the founding idea.
Interesting. So, what were the initial and current objectives?
We have started in a small area of a private landowner by a large company that calls Altri Florestal, that produces eucalyptus. So when this fire happened, we contact them and we trying to explain that some of the scarce areas that were on the marginal side that were not produced for eucalyptus, it could be used for conservation and for regeneration with native species. And that's what happened in the beginning. So we started to work inside of that marginal areas that were starting to be conservation. That was the main goal in initiative in the beginning. But with time, we have broadened the area. we have reached a small stream that calls the Ribeiro de Blasaima, that we are make the continuous of the conservation area, buying, purchasing also up more land. So we are trying to create a corridor, ecological corridor on that areas, so we can also be an important reservoir of diversity. That was with the project Cabeco Santo. In 2020, we started to create a local association, Associação Cabeco Santo, that we're trying to gather a structure of people, you know, that we don't have for the moment, and resources to develop a strategy that we could maintain the work that is being done since 2006. He also looked ways to be more self-reliant and reach a point of impact on a local and regional level. One of the initiatives that we are trying is, as we don't have this was the birth, this idea and then work from a small group of people, and we are trying to reach the community, you know, the regional, not only local, in the regional level. So we are trying also to get a piece of land, or to have access to a piece of land in the center of Águeda, that's the nearest town, and we are going to try to do a bit of example. So sometimes, as the people don't go to the forest, we're trying to go take the forest to the people, more or less. So that's what we are trying to implement in a small space, but in the center of Águeda, that we can reach more. That's the intention, to reach more people and children, schools, families, and that's the one of the main objectives for the moment.
I think this is very nice to bring as you say, to bring the forest in the city when the city doesn't want to go to the forest.
Yes. As again, is trying to, you know, because I think it could be a point of reaching the people, you know, even the institutions, because again, we are about 13 to 14 kilometers out of the main town. So we are trying to go there and have like a spot that we can work there, and then for the people that are more curious to see in a big and larger scale as we have here, that we can can pick their attention, pick their curiosity, and they can then even find out here on the forest what we are doing for more time. That's the idea.
Cool. And which part of those objectives do you think have been achieved?
Okay, the major one was that we've been done from the last years was a large acquisition of forest land, most of them that were eucalyptus land that we are trying to regenerate, making the reconversion to conservation. And this was being done with time, with a long time and persistence, but that was the big success. The other one is the large area that we have managed to reach, that we are being already having, like for example the stream, the areas near the stream that we have 5 kilometers already continuous, not on all the margins, but in at least one of them that we have native species. So we have reached success on that, but from 2018 we have not been so successful. Is also to follow with the work, follow with the events, follow with all the the dynamics that we had, for example, in 2018 after the big fires in 2007, for example. So, and even starting a new association that was born in the beginning of 2020, you know, that this is that we had this challenging that we are living globally. That was also a setback, but we are trying to do our best, and we're trying to build ways to achieve our goals.
In those years that you were working, participating in the organization Cabeco Santo, which was your favorite activity?
Our favorite activities is the events, on the voluntary events that we do, that we schedule twice a month. Usually is on a Saturday, that we invite people to come and to work, depending of the season. That we have different kind of tasks that we do. And then it's a great way of also, you know, trying to pass the awareness about the forest and the conservation and the native species, all of that. And we also do a annually walk that we make go around the intervention areas, the oldest ones and the newest ones. And it's also a great event today, so that we gather people around, and we can show what we have been doing. So that's our favorites.
To connect with people a little bit, no?
Also, yes, of course, and also, you know, trying to pass the awareness, trying to involve people, because there's a lack of awareness, lack of consciousness, I think, and a bit of illiteracy that about the ecology, about the species, about the ecosystems. So it's also trying to also educate the people that usually come with us.
Nice. Who are the core team from Cabeco Santo?
Yes, the core team now is, again, I was a part-time collaborator until 2019, but then because of lack of funding, we have not managed to make the continuous. So we just do the voluntary events. If we had some donations that we continue with some higher, you know, professional workers that we do. But at the moment, team in the sense, we don't have. We have volunteers, so we are all volunteers at the moment. That we have 9 people that belong to the association. We have to have people on the board, the directors from direction, you know, the assembly, and the fiscal board. We have 9 people. And we are trying even to work more in a cell because 9 people, we are not so many. So that's what we are doing at the moment.
And now that you were speaking about the finances and everything, like how your project is financed?
Yes. So for the moment, the major way of financing ourselves is through the membership, you know, of the members, the fee that they pay to be members of the association, and some donations. At the moment is what we have, and is not much. We are looking to make a protocol with the local municipality of Águeda, to trying to reestablish one protocol that we had a way of that they were funding us. As again, besides we are doing a work in private land, what we are doing is public because we don't have intention of the conservation areas to explore. There's no financial interests for us, so we are trying to now at the moment to present a protocol, and I hope we'll be successful and we can receive funding.
From the municipality also.
From the municipality, yes.
So the questions are finished. Do you want to add something more, to share something more?
I just wanted to say that in terms of importance of how this work that we're doing is relevant, is very important, because we are showing an example that you can have both ways. You can have production areas, in this case could be eucalyptus, and hope that you could be implemented other kind of production in forests. Can be a diversity, because what we need is a diversity that could build resilience, that you could build more prosperity, that it can bring people to live close to the forests and not be afraid of the forests because of the impact that these monocultures, especially in so intensive, have been doing here in Portugal. So what we are trying to do is this: we are trying to create an equilibrium also on the landscape in terms of the conservation, also on their beauty because of the aesthetics that we are trying to bring, but also in creating spots that people can do different kinds of things, that we can also take a little bit of what nature is so abundant and that can give to us. So that's what we're trying to do in a so rich area in terms of weather-wise, in terms of the conditions that we have in terms of the water lines and everything. We have the loads of possibilities and opportunities to create abundance and resilience that is so needed in the moment that we're living. I think that's more or less.
Well, then I want to thank you very much, your time and your disponibility. And yeah, thanks to share with us about the forest renovation, and I hope the project continues, because I think it's a very nice and important task nowadays that we really need to do it and to take the responsibility.
Okay, thank you.
Then ciao.
Ciao. Bye.